The fire did not fall like rain. It screamed as it tore through the sky, and every ancient culture on Earth remembered it, because for a few seconds, the sun had a twin, and the night burned brighter than day. And in that instant, humanity stopped being alone and became watched, hunted, and rewritten. Because what fell from heaven was not just fire, it was intelligence, and the oldest secret buried beneath every civilization began right there, when the sky cracked open and the gods were born. They say the first witnesses were the giants, towering beings carved into forbidden stone across deserts, jungles, and mountains, whose eyes were lifted not in fear, but recognition, because they had been waiting for this moment, the moment the heavens returned what they once took away. And as the fire struck the earth, the oceans recoiled, continents trembled, and a technology far beyond even modern understanding fused itself into the bones of the planet, creating scars we now call ley lines, power grids older than history, channels of energy that ancient builders aligned their impossible cities upon, from Göbekli Tepe to Baalbek, from the submerged ruins of Yonaguni to the black pyramids of Antarctica, hidden beneath ice older than memory. And as the fire sank into the earth, it awakened something dormant, something engineered, and humanity was changed, not all at once, but slowly rewritten generation by generation. Memories fragmented into myth, knowledge shattered into religion, and those who survived the cataclysm became something else, no longer human, not yet gods, but intermediaries, giants, kings, watchers, the ones later worshipped as Anunnaki, Nephilim, Apkallu, Shining Ones, Sky People. Names differ, but the story never does. Because every culture whispers of beings who descended after the fire, wielding thunder tools, teaching astronomy, medicine, stone cutting, and laws, yet demanding obedience, blood, and silence. And this is where history lies to you, because what you were taught was the beginning was actually the cover-up. Because recent satellite scans using ground-penetrating radar have revealed geometric structures buried miles beneath deserts and seabeds, structures that could not have been formed naturally, structures emitting anomalous electromagnetic signals, still active, still humming. And when scientists drilled into one such site beneath the Sahara, the drill bit melted, not from heat, but from an energy surge identical to what we see in deep space radiation bursts, suggesting the fire never went out, it went underground, and is still alive. And the giants were not myths, they were genetically altered overseers, engineered to survive radiation, gravity shifts, and extended lifespans. Their elongated skulls found from Peru to Malta, their DNA quietly classified, their bones too dense, too large, too precise for evolutionary coincidence. And ancient texts warned us of this: the Book of Enoch, the Sumerian tablets, the Popol Vuh, the Mahabharata, all describing a war in the heavens, weapons of blinding light, cities turned to ash in seconds, rivers poisoned, skies blackened. And when modern scientists tested soil samples from Mohenjo-Daro, they found radiation levels consistent with nuclear fallout thousands of years old. Yet history calls it coincidence, because admitting the truth would mean admitting that advanced technology existed long before us, and that it came from above or from beyond, and that the fire from heaven was not an accident, but a deployment, a seeding event, terraforming Earth, not for us, but through us. And if this story is pulling you deeper, if you feel that unease in your chest, then stay with me, share this moment, let it echo forward, because what comes next is why this channel exists and why you must not look away. Because after the fire, the gods ruled openly, towering over early humans, demanding monuments aligned to the stars they came from. Structures built with sonic levitation, crystal resonance, and mathematics we are only rediscovering now. And when humans began to remember too much, when bloodlines diluted and questions formed, the gods withdrew, not upward, but inward, sealing themselves in hidden places beneath mountains, oceans, and ice, becoming the underworld, the abyss, the realm of the dead. But they never left, And every mass extinction, every sudden climate shift, every magnetic pole reversal corresponds with surges from these buried systems, as if the planet itself is a machine, resetting us when we grow too close to the truth. And now, in the modern age, something has changed, because satellites are detecting increased energy pulses along ancient ley lines. Governments are quietly reopening megalithic sites, militaries are mapping underwater ruins with restricted sonar, and whistleblowers speak of discoveries beneath the Giza Plateau, not tombs, but chambers containing materials not found on Earth, humming with the same frequency detected in deep space signals. And ancient prophecies warned of this moment, the return of the fire, not as destruction, but as awakening. Because the gods were never gods. They were survivors of a previous civilization, one that destroyed itself with the same technology they gifted us and fled into the stars, only to return when Earth healed enough to begin again. And the giants were their hybrids, bridges between species, caretakers and enforcers. And humanity was the experiment, memory-wiped, resilient, adaptable, and endlessly curious. And the greatest lie ever told was that we are insignificant. Because if we were, then why would the fire return? Why would ancient machines be reactivating now? Why would myths align with modern physics? Why would time itself seem to accelerate as if we are approaching a deadline? And as you listen now, you are part of the echo, because knowledge, once remembered, cannot be buried again. And the unresolved truth is this: the fire that fell from heaven never created gods, it created witnesses. And the next phase has already begun. And if the sky burns again, it will not be the beginning of their story, it will be the end of ours, unless we finally remember who we were before the fire, and who is still watching us from beneath our feet and above our stars. So stay awake, stay curious, and subscribe to Echoes of Time, because some stories are not meant to end, they are meant to warn.